rest really easily on this. The mine! What have you done to my mine? Yeah, there was an infestation of Tal Shiar spies in there. I fumigated. Tal Shiar? I am shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if... Say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember that I have an exclusive contract. And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know. And they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed, their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired an odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Unfortunately, no. I'll admit I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever was held had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janek and Hekviv were barely speaking, and once I heard Hekviv mumbling something about orders, someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know the Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system, you can expect them to be heavily encoded. Trust me on that. I speak from experience. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go talk to 100 Romulans into digging a new mine to replace the one you destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined. Treat those miners well, or I'll be back. Madrin doesn't seem to know much, Captain, or at least he's not willing to part with what information he knows without being paid. I don't think he can help us anymore. We should return to the ship and try our luck decrypting these files we recovered from the Tal Shiar. I'm sure that they will be more useful than anything Madrin has to say. And time to return the ship and do some encrypting, or decrypting. And now, as we said, in order to do this, we have to go into our ships, ready room. I had to think there for a second. Am I actually going into his ship? Apparently so. Yeah, it looks like I'm going into his ship. Well, this is a first. Wow. Let me check to see. There's his ready room. And now time to decipher some deals in his bridge. 5 files uploaded. Favor, plethora, precedence, reciprocity, and referendum. Very nice. This bridge, I mean. Now, alright. Activities of note in Klingon space. Emperor Kalis has been spotted in Breen space. Chancellor Jimpak has a potential adversary in Gerard. I'm not sure. The House of Torg was brought before the High Council for commendation by the House of Martok. The Forecast 3 Batleth tournament has a new champion. Alright. This file, no anomalous readings, and this file is used by another file. So we need to cross-reference this with Starfleet records. Ah yes. The House of Torg was brought before the High Council for commendation by the House of Martok. We need to change the faulty information. Now, the House of Martok to the House of Antek. That's not it. High Council, Klingon Defense Force. That's also not it. Commendation, acts of treason. That's the one we want. Alright. And now we need to select a new file. Plethora. Notable activities in the United Federation of Planets. Federation Embassy established on Defara Prime. Federation Council extends aid to Cardassia Prime and agrees to continue defense pact. Klingon Federation peace talks disrupted on Regulus 4. Vulcan Ambassador Sukoth retires to monastery on Pajim. Alright. Yeah, and if you remember, this was a very early deal that we did on this LP. So we need to change the faulty information, and if you all remember that, he was exposed at there. Yep, and Vulcan Ambassador Sukoth exposed at the monastery on Pajim. We don't want to open this file just yet. Now open the President's. Oh, this is the one that actually gave me a little trouble. Well, actually it didn't. All I had to do was go through the deals. Cross-reference. Oh, never mind. This is one we actually need to analyze. I said analyze. Partial number sequence found in officer ID numbers. Numbers the sum of the previous two. Oh, never mind. So change the fault. Now I can't remember what it was, but it's the last option here. There we go. Now select the new file and the last one here. Notable actions in Romulan Senate. Senate votes to give Empress Sela power to override rulings of imperial courts. Ambassador Jurak visits Andoria. Vulcan. Reman rebels attack transports in Iota Pavonis sector block. Senate ratifies new tax on dilithium. And this is going to be a cross-reference deal. Now change the faulty information and okay, can we actually move all this? Now, Ambassador Jurak visits. I think I actually did this too, but he visits Vulcan. And now that we've done all that, we can open this file. Now what you need to, if you didn't do this and attempted to do this, I'm sure it'd be wrong, but we actually did all that, so we can apply the passkey. We can apply another passkey. And there we go. All the passkeys have been applied. Right. Secret Reman base detected in the Dara system. Listening post. Well, this listening post has detected an increase in subspace communication and ships traveling to and from the Dara system. Analysis of the communications and ships traffic reveal patterns of obfuscation normally employed by the Reman forces. Talshar forces have then intercepted a ship leaving the Dara system and captured 47 Reman civilians. The passengers and crew were summarily executed under orders of Colonel Hekviv, but the captain and first officer were preserved for questioning. Under interrogation, the captain and the Reman vessels provided a security key that could be used to decipher encrypted communications sent to the Dara system. The decrypted messages prove that there is a base in that area of space being used by the Reman resistance. Recommendation: Talshar's ships sent to the Dara system immediately to capture this base and its inhabitants. The Talshar is planning an attack on a Reman base. We need to get this information to Admiral Tanay at Starbase 39 Sahara immediately. And with that, we can leave the ship and head to the back to Starbase 39. Alright, let me load up my map and head to Alpha Centauri. Alright, well, other than a few problems, that mission actually went pretty well. Let me check my map to see how far let me check my map to see how. Oh, we still have a little ways to go. Actually, I think I'm going to end the video here, and once I get back to the Sahara system, I'll continue recording again. According to a multi-awesome, I don't actually have to head back to the starbase to do this. He says I can do it here, if I can find out where my deal is. Oh, I keep forgetting about that. I don't see anything that says that. I didn't see anything that says I'd be able to complete the mission there. Hold on, I need to tell him that. Right. Yeah, I'm gonna end the video again, and then when we come back, I'll actually be in the Sahara system. Later. Oh, there it is, up here. Huh.
The Tal Shiar records you recovered show that Commander Hakiv and his forces have been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Phaleron weapons in the Fahar system, which would have killed hundreds of innocent civilians as well as the Tal Shiar cell there. This is the problem with revenge. Violence and fury only create more pain and suffering.
And I know what I'm going to pick for this. I'm going to pick a Horda. And, okay, what are we doing to help the Romulan civilians, like those miners?
Since the destruction of Romulus, the Federation has done all it can for the survivors and the Romulan colony worlds. Many of our aid shipments were stolen or diverted for use by the Romulan military. Others were rejected out of pride or suspicion. Nonetheless, we will not stop. It is my belief that a lasting peace with the Romulans is possible, but it will not be attained through treaties. Only by reaching out to individuals, as you did in the Vahar system, can we sweep away decades of mistrust and hostility.
Alright, and that's it. Actually, I'm going to go back and redo that mission, but I'm going to go do it off screen. That way I can get the other two rewards for that, because I just want the rewards. So when we come back, we'll be doing something else. Also, I leveled up to Commander 3. I leveled up to Commander 3 there. So, you know what that deserves? Space-defying fireworks. One more time. He's joining me in the fireworks. Anyways, when we come back, I'm not sure what I'll be doing, but it'll be something. So when we come back, well, I don't know. Later.